Hello, everyone out there today. I am here with the marvelous Mel Kelly, based out of Munich, Germany. Mel is an author, he is a comedian, and he is a self proclaimed disastrous life coach. Welcome, Mel Kelly.
Hey, how you doing? I'm delighted and excited to be here with the amazing Amy Hamilton, the amazing author of many books. So looking forward to another fabulous session of wonderfully bad advice today.
And also, of course, right here on this show, the Disastrous Life Coach. So, Mo, I'd like to begin by asking you a question. And this question has to do with being a tourist. What is your worst advice that you could give people for being a tourist in another country? So, for instance, you're from Ireland, you live in Germany, but say you went to Spain. What's your advice on just being the worst tourist possible?
Yes, I think this is great. I mean, don't take this personally, but I would say the best way to be a bad, obnoxious tourist is be American. Be American when you go to these places. Don't worry, I'm not
So,
just
what
going
does
to
that
pick on
mean,
America.
American, Mel?
It means be loud. Be louder when you're in a restaurant, when you have a conversation. Be so loud that everybody can hear you, that your own private one to one conversation. Go in there and then demand your McDonald's and your chips, your French fries. You demand, why isn't everything like America? You don't got to complain about the local traditions. You just got to make your mark felt. No, be American. That's the way to go.
And what about waiting in queue? I think that's kind of so like 2019,
So again, waiting in queues.
right? So you just need to be like, no, like I'm a tourist here. I should be at the front of the line.
Well, I mean, it is America first. We all know that. So, I mean, of course. But let's stop picking on the Americans. There is another group who's even worse than the Americans as tourists, and that's the English.
And
The English are even
and what
worse.
would make the English such bad tourists?
Well, they're drunk, they're loud, they're violent, they're aggressive. They think they own the world's empire. They think they own two-thirds of the world, like they did a couple of hundred years ago. So yeah, apart from that, yeah, they're very reasonable and yeah. So that's my racist rant here. I've managed to slate off two countries in one go. So that's about approximately 450 people there, million people. I've managed to insult in one go, stereotyping cliches. But in my experience, it's true. So I'm sticking to it.
So, what would make them so? What describing entire cultures, but what traits about them is making you say this and feel this way?
Well, if you come from England or wherever and you go visit somewhere else and you expect everywhere to be like little England, come on. I mean, that's the best way to annoy everybody there. When you go to a foreign country, you're there to embrace the local thing. But if you want to annoy everyone, just say, why is this place not as good as home? And then I would say, if it's not as good as home, why did you even bother going on holidays in the first place? But that's the way. You want to be an obnoxious tourist. Think like an American, act like a British person, act like an English person. There you go. Fail proof,
So
fail
there's a
proof.
YouTube. There's a YouTube video I've been watching recently, and it's where British schoolboys try American snacks. It's actually on the
Oh,
world for the first time. Heard of this video?
okay.
You should definitely watch it. But one of the funniest things is these British schoolboys are like, "Well, almost food is better than any flavor."
Okay.
So what about Irish tourists? Are you guys good tourists or not?
Well, you can recognize Irish tourists very easily. Anywhere there's sun, you'll see the Irish tourists. They will all take their shirts and tops off, and it's the sun and sure, and it'll be. But they'll be the whitest people at the first day of the holiday. They'll be the whitest people on the beach, and so you'll kind of need to put on your sunglasses because the reflection from the blue white skin is quite intense. But give it a day or two, then they'll be the pinkest people on the beach. They'll have fifth degree sunburns and all that good stuff. I'm proud of it. So that's how you'll recognize the Irish. So sun cream and those notions of moderation with sun and avoiding skin cancer. Those are concepts that are there for other countries. We don't think about those things in Ireland. It's like we got a bit of sun, we get excited, and let's embrace it, even if we're going to damage ourselves. So that's our contribution to beach culture in other countries.
Well, thank you so much for this fun, exciting episode. And next week, we're going to be talking about when you're stuck in bad traffic, how to make bad situation even worse. So thank you so much, Mel Kelly.
Thank you. Thank you. Till next week.